Notorious, hasn't fought since breaking his leg in a trilogy bout with Dustin Poirier at UFC 264 3 years ago, but he's still the biggest star in the sport. McGregor vs. Chandler is one of the most anticipated UFC fights of all time. Getty. The former dual-weight champion will return in a welterweight bout against Michael Chandler at UFC 303 in Las Vegas on June 29. Dana White recently revealed that McGregor's fight with Chandler had earned the promotion more than $20 million in ticket sales and broke UFC gate records. MMA fans will happily watch the Irishman compete on a card full of up-and-coming fighters, but White is building to an action-packed night for his newest show, T-Mobile Arena. So far, 9 fights have been announced for the McGregor vs. Chandler undercard. The biggest fight is between former light heavyweight champion Jamahal Hill, recently knocked out by Alex Pereira, and challenger Khalil Rountree Jr. Former UFC heavyweight king Andrei Arlovski is also in the mix and will compete in his 60th professional MMA fight when he takes on Martin Bunday of Slovakia 13-2. Peyton Talbot is on the opposite end of the spectrum to Arlovski as his career is just getting started, but there is already a lot of buzz surrounding the 8-0 prospect leading up to his fight with Yanis Gemori. Gary is still waiting for an opponent, but he insists on fighting at UFC 303. Getty. Realistically, there are only a few spots left on McGregor's comeback card. Welterweight contender Ian Gary is confident he will fill one of them. Heartwarming footage from UFC 194 shows Conor McGregor performing a nasty act to console Jose Aldo after his famous 13-second knockout. McGregor's compatriot had tried to set up a feud with Colby Covington, but for some reason the fight failed to come to fruition. The future now hopes to face Michael Venom Page next month. I have said yes to a fight with Page, said Gary Talksport MMA. I've already said yes to the name. He and his trainer are deciding because it seems a bit difficult for him to gain weight in 7 weeks, but I've said yes, said Gary. To fight and compete on the same night, McGregor, watch him go out and do his job, listen to his strikes, sit next to him at press conferences, and be blessed to be in the presence of the greatest man to ever do it in the UFC. It will definitely be very interesting.